coming up in a minute.
Oh boy. All right, Kristen, thanks. People in the Ogden Valley are working together to fill thousands of sandbags. And tonight they're getting some help to get that done faster and easier. News specialist Mike Anderson shows us how a Huntsville man is giving his time and money to make that happen. Mike?
Yeah, Dee, you know, after seeing the amount of snow that we have and the amount of work it takes to fill some sandbags, Darren Funk went to work trying to figure out how he'd get his hands on a sandbagging machine. And now he says that these groups of volunteers have gone from filling hundreds to thousands at a time.
Before we get done with this, you may get tired of the sand and bags, but right now we need them. And Darren Funk,
And you basically take it off and you can set it behind you.
wanted an easier way to get them assembled and ready.
I had been researching different sandbagging machines for last month, trying to figure out if I could buy one.
But they're in pretty high demand, though he did find this one and figured, well, if you rent it,
I knew that our community at large needed help.
the people will come.
We got all ages coming out with neighbors and friends and everything else, kind of joining forces. It's all volunteer.
And as more heard about the machine,
But they're saying, hey, can I help out in any way?
and instead of filling a few hundred by shovel and using the machine for the first time last night,
We produced around 2,500 bags in 3 hours. And everyone still had energy at the end, so then if we need to, we can go out and start deploying these bags to people that need them.
which is why Funk is already looking ahead, considering whether this kind of help could be needed for months to come.
It's really neat how bad things can unite people as we rally together and come together and try to help others.
He says he just may buy it for use in the Ogden Valley.
And the thought was to just make it available to volunteer groups just to help protect their property and just trying to give back.
Giving back to a community that for his family has made living here something he'll never tire of.
The sense of community and belonging with neighbors has just been really exceptional up here.
And the volunteers out here are expected to be here for the next 2-3 hours. Filling sandbags will be getting started soon. And Funk says that there's been a lot of concern from people here for the north end of the valley, Liberty, where they've got a lot of shade, so the snow out there really just starting to melt. Back to you.
Mike, we have seen, though, how this weather and the water situation is uniting communities. It's great to see. Thanks.
Looking at other news tonight, a gunman has now up to life in prison. In Salt Lake City, police say the victim in a weekend stabbing has passed away. They have identified that man as 28-year-old Oscar Vera of Sandy. Detectives say he was killed during a large fight as people left a nightclub on Sunday at 32 East and Exchange Place. At some point during that fight, Vera was stabbed along with a second person who is expected to survive. The suspect still at large, and police are asking for anyone with information to please come forward.
Happening now, a group is rallying.